I'd like to show you my agate collection. All of these came from Southwest Arkansas's Crater at Diamond State Park. It's open to the public 362 days a year from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for rock and mineral collecting. Now, most people go there to collect diamonds, but some don't find diamonds and they leave with a rock. Well, some of the rocks are pretty cool, and these agates are a good example of that. So it looks like I have a lot of them here, but I have visited the Crater at Diamond State Park about 400 times over the many years I've gone off and on. And so I'm real proud of myself. I showed restraint and did not bring a rock home from every trip. But I do like to take rocks and minerals home because they allow you to. Unlike most state and federal parks, it's illegal to take a rock home. You can't go to the petrified forest and bring petrified wood home because pretty soon they'd run out. But anyway, the Crater at Diamond State Park is very unique. They let you take diamonds home. They let you take jasper, conglomerate. A lot of those others are in the background here. This is my outdoor rock collection, and I made another video where I kind of went through and gave you the tour and showed you what these other rocks were. We've got at our home 3 indoor rock and mineral collections, but this is one of our 2 outdoor rock and mineral collections. And over from that end, I had kind of my agate in one area, so a few minutes ago I got them out and washed them off. That's why it looked like some of them are a little wet, but I'd like to go through and show you some of these. These are not the best agate in the world. So Lake Superior agate are superior, and there's some agate from Arizona that's absolutely gorgeous, Mexican agate from all over. But it's agate I found, I collected it, and I like it, and I'll show it to you. I'll show you why I collected certain ones, and there's a variety here. First, let me tell you what agates are. And an agate crystal forms within the cavities of other rocks in acidic to neutral environments. Its formation occurs by the accumulation of silica-rich groundwater in rock voids. In other words, when there's a crack between rocks and silica water with acid washes in year after year, it builds up a vein of this. You can see a lot of these are thin veins that filled cracks. So it's formed by the accumulation of silica-rich groundwater in rock voids over thousands of years, so it takes a long time to grow these. In fact, these chalcedony veins mostly develop within the voids of volcanic igneous rocks. So that's what we have at the Crater of Diamonds, is acres and acres of volcanic igneous rock, and there's cracks and voids in it, and acidic groundwater, silica-rich, washed in, and over thousands of years these formed. And if you keep your eye open, you can find some when you visit the state park. So this one is big and fat, and that's why I like it. But look at the swirls in this. I'll bring some up closer. So I think this is cool because of the swirls in there. So that's neat, and the color, because some of them can be just pretty whitish. Now this is a good one because a wasp. That's great. It's pretty white. It doesn't have a lot of color in there. Some of the color sometimes you'll have is kind of an iron staining in there because iron leached in with the silica-rich waters. Now this one's real thin, so we had a thinner layer in there, but I like it, and I think you could slice this if you had a rock saw. And what's kind of cool is I've got one that looks like bacon. Who doesn't like bacon? Well, this is almost a bacon slab agate as well, and it could be cut. And so the white kind of looks like the fat of the bacon, and this darker looks like the meat of the bacon. And my favorite piece is not here today because it's on my office at home, which is 38 miles from here. And I didn't think to bring it, but I'll try to make it the cover photo, or they call it the thumbnail of this video, and then you can see it, because I like to show it off. It's my favorite agate from here, but this is a real nice one. It's got good colors. It's not just a thin vein, it's kind of clumped up there, so there was a crack in the volcanic rock, and the water's leached in, and you can just kind of see the form of that crack. So this one's got some nice color too. It almost looks like a broken jasper. Well, jasper, chalcedony, it's very similar in the structure, but they were formed differently. This one is cool because it almost looks like a piece of wood was there, a tree at one time, and it rotted out. The wood rotted away, and then that void filled up with this silica. Now, I don't know if that's what happened. I don't know if this is kind of like petrified wood, but it kind of looks like it. But petrified wood is just mineral replaced wood. And so this could be. I have found petrified wood at the crater, but I like this one. It's got a lot going on. It could be sawed and make cabochons, you know, flat on the bottom and curved like an oval on the top. And a cabochon of this might be nice. These are some weighty chunks, and you know, at the crater I had to carry them all out of there. So I might have found it clear over in the west drain, but I was still going to take it home with me because I like it. So different chunks of agate, different qualities. There's a lot of pits in this, but that's just the way the vein was. And this could almost be a slab of bacon too if that was sliced right. That might be neat, but I don't have a rock saw. But if you have a rock saw and want to try it, send me a message and maybe I'll send you a piece. If you'll send me a slice of bacon, you can have the rest of the slab. We'll see if something can be worked out. But Eddie Shermer, if you're listening to me from Vermont, you commented on my last video about you'd like to see some agates, and so I did this video for you, and you've been a good friend over the years. You've commented on our Diamonds in Arkansas post, and you've bought ore from the Worthington Diamond Mine, and you've bought a lot of boxes of the Mine Natural Blue Sapphire at Home boxes from Montana, and I appreciate that, and I think you would like to have some agate. So I've got your address, and I'm just going to send you some today. We'll put it in priority mail, and if you don't see this video, you won't know what's in this box that came from Arkansas. But anyway, you'll have it soon. I appreciate you supporting our business here, our work. Now look at the difference in the color. This is almost a bluish agate, and this is a white, and this has a lot of pits in it, and there's just a lot going on the outside of this too. So interesting stuff to me. Again, this could be like a bacon slab. Just depends how it turns out. Got some more to show you, so hang with me. It won't be much longer, but this almost looks like a quartz vein in here, and some of them I've seen, you know, are really cool back in there. Oh, and I gotta say, friends of mine have found agates at the crater better than mine, and I covet their agate. They found some amethystine agate, and you say, what is amethystine? Well, amethyst is purple quartz, and amethystine agate is purple quartz agate. And so instead of quartz being in that vein, see, quartz is very similar to agate and jasper and chalcedony. So the quartz, in the case of amethyst, it's purple, probably from the manganese that is here. So when you had hot waters washing into a vein in the rocks, you can form amethyst there. Sometimes you can form amethystine agate there, and the manganese leaching in with these other silicas can make it purple. So manganese and iron is pretty common here. And here's this one that is a unopened treasure chest. It's like, okay, what's in there? I know it's an agate, you can tell from the outside, but what's in there? So we don't know. Haven't broke that one open yet. This is another nice piece. Now, what I'm using for a paperweight over here, because you can see me reading off a cheat sheet on just what agate actually is. Pull pull my paperweights off. This came off my office desk in here. And this has some nice color. It's not a real big piece, but it looks like kind of a bluish, and then a brown, and a bluish, and a yellow, and a white, and brown, and it's just cool. A lot of nice colors, color banding in this agate. And then this is a piece of agate that's been cut in half. And yeah, just somebody with a rock saw cut some and sent a piece back to me. So anyway, you can make jewelry out of this stuff, but you know, that would be a pretty heavy necklace. No, what I mean, you can have it cut and a cabochon made and have a pretty neat piece. So there's a little bit of red in here, and I imagine that's from iron staining, and that red color would be pretty neat. There's kind of a greenish vein in here as well, so you can get all kinds of colors in this, but honestly my favorite is the kind I don't have yet. Amethystine Agate, and friends of mine have found it and shared pictures with me just so I would drool over their agates, and I do. But anyway, when you go to the crater, look for these, and I'll tell you the best place to find them, in my opinion, go to the East Drain. That's where most of these were collected, but that's because I spend most of my time digging and washing in the East Drain. I dig in where gravel and other rocks have collected to try to find diamonds. Well, these are big rocks, and it seems like the bigger the rocks you find, the bigger the diamonds you find. The big boys hang out together, it seems like. So another place you can find them is where some of the regulars have been washing, and a lot of these were probably dug up by friends of mine, and when they washed through their rocks, they just threw them all out. You know, they're looking for diamonds and they don't care about other stuff. Well, I do. I got to take something home, get something for my $10, and I figure I've gone to the crater about 400 times, found 177 diamonds there so far, so I don't find a diamond there every day, not even every other day, but I do like to go home with a rock. So when you visit Southwest Arkansas's Crater of Diamond State Park, keep your eye open for agate and see if you can't go home with something pretty cool rock and mineral specimens. So thanks for joining me again on our Genuine Diamonds in Arkansas YouTube channel.